one hand, I want to just hold her and hug her, take the bottle of white liquor out her hand and put it down on the table and just hold her so tight. And then other times I just want to be like, this is my final day back home. I head home tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday morning. I miss my dog. But at any rate, hello, love bugs. Hello, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, tell a friend, share to Facebook, hit the notification button for all, and visit uptopbeauty.com. And if you are not already a part of this book club, please hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube for all the shenanigans, including my vegan journey. Y'all see I have my Dunkin' Donuts. This is what I'm getting now. Can you guys see that? I hope it comes out right, but it's 2 sugars and 2 shots of almond milk. Half decaf, half regular. So go on over there and join if you want to join us in our vegan journey. Also, I put a couple of videos over there and pictures over there of me enjoying my time back home. Yeah, some of it's on Instagram. My barber / ex-girlfriend, she's over there on the Patreon, and here with the YouTube membership. Anyway, child, I'm kind of out of it, but I'll get into it because we have to wrap up. I think we got about 2 or 3 more videos of Miss Bettye LaVette. A woman like me. Little things, very little things came my way. I guess that's what they call the trickle-down effect. When I read that a show called The Gospel Truth was being produced in Detroit, I sprang into action. What? The devil? Mickey Stevenson, who had once been Clarence Paul's partner and a Motown big shot, was writing and directing. Mickey and I had little love for each other, but Mary Card, my Detroit friend who had worked on Bubbling, was one of the producers. I called her to ask if she'd hire me. All we have left are understudies for the principals. I could be an understudy, I said. You'll be a lousy understudy. You're too self-assured to be under anything. You're a leading lady and nothing else. I.e., bitch, we don't feel like dealing with your ego. This is a gospel play. We don't need your mouth, your ego, or your pastanka over here getting on these church ladies' nerves. No. Agreed, but I need the money. Can I have a gig? How can I turn down a friend? Mary didn't. She came through. Jerome Shavers was the hairstylist for the show. We adored each other. Had it not been for Jerome, I would have gone crazy. Johnny Brown from Good Times was the star. Johnny Brown was Booger / Buffalo Butt or Bookman. I forgot what his first name was. If y'all remember Bookman's first name, put it down below because I can't remember it, because it seemed like the only person who ever called him by his first name was his wife. But anyway, I knew that character had so much talent and range, you know, and I don't think his talent was squandered by the role. I just appreciated the times that Good Times allowed him to showcase his talent. Okay, but now I know why he was such a good superintendent, because he came from the theater. Okay, you learn something new every day. I always say it. Jerome Shavers was the hairstylist for the show. We adored each other. Had it not been for Jerome, I would have gone crazy. Johnny Brown from Good Times was the star. Mickey Stevenson, who had devoted his life to becoming Berry Gordy, was in control of everyone and everything. Mickey Stevenson, this lady don't like you. She just threw a shot at you. She said that you were trying to be Berry Gordy, like being Mickey Stevenson wasn't good enough. He resented my presence. He knew I was far more experienced than the other women in the cast. He could order them around, but not me. He could impress them, but not me. That bothered him. Girl, her ego is so big. Oh my God. She is nuts. Like, you're working for the man and you are anticipating talking shit to him? Girl, I knew I'd be working with true believers of the Baptist faith who'd never been in show business before. When I voiced my skepticism about religion, they said that everyone has to believe in something. So when I walked into the next rehearsal, I wore a t-shirt that expressed my solidarity. It read, everybody has to believe in something. I believe I'll roll another joint. Why is she antagonizing these church ladies like that? Why is she around here fucking with the mothers? That's what you don't want. You don't want the mothers of the church circling you, throwing holy water on your ass, praying for you to kick the bucket so that you can get the hell from around them. You know how powerful them prayer circles be, girl? No wonder I was treated so coldly. Yeah, you invited the bullshit. But sweet Jerome took care of me. I also instructed him in the fine art of wig design. He infuriated the cast by getting me my own table in the corner of the dressing room. He also secured a huge mirror. With my experience and his natural talent, we fashioned a fabulous hairdo for me, even though I was just one of the parishioners. They wouldn't give me a costume, so I created my own, a clingy gray silk dress. It was terribly sophisticated. That made the church ladies resent me even more. Girl, why is you poking the white glove bear? Why is you doing? I don't get it. I do not get it. It's crazy. You don't look like you belong in church, said Mickey. You look like you own the church. Rehearsals went on. Jerome drove me a little crazy by playing his Jennifer Holiday records night and day. You sound jealous. She sounds grossly jealous. We opened to a lackluster reception. The girl I was understudying was weak and unconvincing. The rest of the cast knew that I could sing rings around her and would help the show enormously, but they were too busy with their prayer circles to speak up on my behalf. She is fucking delusional. If you think for 1 second that them ladies would get into a prayer circle and champion for you to step up and for the lead to step down, you're delusional. We know she's delusional. She's been delusional since probably like after the first friggin' song. She's been delusional ever since. But if them ladies in that prayer circle is praying for anything, they're praying that your ass walk out on stage, break an ankle, get an infection, and then have to leave for good. Okay? And then that way they can replace the lady who they like, but not with you. That lady is crazy. But they were too busy with their prayer circles to speak up on my behalf like they would. Mary was right. I was a lousy understudy. Through Mary, I learned that it was going to be a short run in Detroit. With my inside information, I gave the prayer circle people a hard time. Does Jesus speak to you personally? I asked one especially devout lady. Every day, she answered. Well, ask him how long this show's going to run. Oh, she is an evil Woo, Betty, LaVette, you evil, you evil. And it's because you're bitter that your career is not successful. Like, on one hand, I want to just hold her and hug her, take the bottle of white liquor out her hand and put it down on the table and just hold her so tight. And then other times I just want to be like, does Jesus speak to you personally? I asked one especially devout lady every day. She answered, well, ask him how long this show's going to run. The lady didn't have the answer, but Mary did. A week before she gave the cast the word, she told me there would be only a few more performances. The next time I walked by one of the prayer circles, I heard the Bible thumpers praying for the show to continue. As I passed them, I whispered, pray all you like. The show's still going to close. When Mary found new financing and got the show to open in LA, they wanted to drop me. But Mary came to my rescue again. No per diem, but I was kept on salary. Jerome set me up in an apartment and became my lifelong friend. He's still sending me gifts. When Jennifer Holliday joined the show, Jerome was especially excited. He adored her. I resented his fondness for Jennifer. And when I saw him accidentally drop her wig in a puddle of water, I couldn't help but howl. Now, let's say this. I don't believe that Ricky James was evil. I don't believe that Etta James was evil. I don't even believe that Marvin Gaye was evil. I believe literally that they had some kind of mental illness. I think it came out that Marvin Gaye was like bipolar or something like that. Okay? Like we know that all three of these people like to dance with the devil in the moonlight. Okay? But it still was, they were still humans. You know what I'm saying? Like you could still feel like you could love those characters. Like they were lovable, evil characters. Kind of like Alexis Carrington. You know what I'm saying? Or Dominique Devereaux. Okay? But this lady right here, this lady right here is like the Scream mask. Fucking people up. This lady right here is like the I know what you did last summer evil. Back in Detroit, what remained for me? Back in 1985, Terry had given birth to my first grandchild. I adored James and loved the role of grandma. Marissa came along in 1991, making me even happier. Along with my daughter, they remained the lights of my life. But grandkids, no matter how adorable and brilliant, and mine are both, could not make up for my broken down career. Pause. You know what I realized about me? I would have been a terrible mama, but I am one hell of an auntie. I was basically back to playing local bars. It was just me and my pianist, Rudy Robinson. We were booked into a little place on the Wayne State campus known as the Library. Then came Robert Hodge, a tall and soft-spoken fan who began to show up at the library nearly every night. I was friendly with all the customers, but especially with Robert, who asked me about my history as a performer. Robert had enjoyed a long, successful career in the high-level tech industry in Detroit. He was not especially warm and certainly not inclined to express his emotions. She loved him. She ready to go sell some pussy for him. That was fine with me. I had enough emotional expressiveness for the both of us. Like me, he loved to drink. He was as good a drinking partner as I could ask for. You say that you love